you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? She said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets she still has lots more to tell us. We won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Aw, don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Oh. Where should we go next? If we want to... Oh, you mean the god that took your sister away in the first place? You're right. After all, that followed... Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to understanding this whole mystery. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Anemo and Geo Archons. So, next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone over. Let's see what she has to say.
Oh. Hello. Oh, is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh. So that's why you're here.
Great! We came to the right person!
But the chance of success is... incredible.
Incredibly small? Then how did you...
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and freshwater supply soon ran out, and I remember... But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other 2 commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liyue Qixing. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryou Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule, loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the danger.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
You're right. Paimon sure Beidou of all people will be able to get us there. Her crew is super strong. But Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take the risk.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun Stone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beidou.
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. I knew you guys would come.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our...
This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
No, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get... You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains...
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the Clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting.
Inazuma? You... want?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma, no sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision.
You just want... What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Great. Then let's get you signed up.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
What's the hurry? Cool it!
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fight. Hello?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria. The Clash is a... Nobody...
Yeah.
Me? Only a former runner-up in the two...
Uh-huh. Also, that doesn't...
What? You... Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. I planted a left hook. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered... I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena.
Hi there, are you here?
That's right. Nothing beats real life, but this tournament.
Exactly.
His master.
Famous. He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan. You probably... He's got to be a great to the Ling Shan...
Forced to...
It's a type of... For example...
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is. But it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability.
There's a tuition?
Of course.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Recently, though, we heard that
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too...
Well, we have to try something new.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Ling Shan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant mark...
See you in the arena!
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash? If so, seems
So you're all.
you better believe it. For me? No. It's not. I know how that's. I've passed in most people, a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. I've also brought along a bit. Of course, I also put in. Ha! Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu.
Chinksa Village Arm Wrestling. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god? Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph later.
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter. Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like... it's just a formality for you, of course. But so far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, put that down.
Whoa.
Might as well declare him the champion or...
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Right. A great hero...
Oh, we're not here for...
There's another
Beto must have upped the stakes.
But why would anyone...
I see. So, well, nobody... Anyway, the
Hey, so even though you don't... So Paimon thinks you... In any case, looking at the competition... All right,
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about? How am I supposed to win now?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as... So, what do you think, Kazuha?
Impressive.
Well, I've fought... So, come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there.
All right. You fought well.
All right, then. You know, a lot of competitors came... And since you signed up, we've had many... For one thing. So?
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. We're finally here, folks. The real...
Your opponent has... You may well be... Very well.
All right, that...
Your opponent in the... I do not doubt your abilities, but...
Relax, my guys are...
Okay.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. It's a fury! Pretty good. I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling.
Congratulations. I was beaten by the best.
Right! For a moment, if you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest.
I wanted a vision one, but mine, I lost interest. I've fought and...
Huh?
No, only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them.
Wow! Now that's true strength.
If you have the chance in the future.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely... So don't get too cocky.
Very good. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Go.
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence. Don't even get me. I don't dare tell my master about this. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining.
Oh, alright.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your... In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet.
He's right. But I guess not using your elemental powers must be...
We wanted to ask...
Not exactly. As for the guy, what's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can...
If that is the case, I haven't
yeah.
It is true that I do not mean to... Given your talent...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the...
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any... Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey.
You betcha. Wait a second.
However, there is a... Come with me. Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstanding. If I'm not mistaken, these considerations, given your reluctance... When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more. My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to... So then, might I be so bold?
Aw, it's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let's test your skill.
Freeze!
Let the show begin.
With the wind! Wind blade!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponent. In other words, as long as you please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter.
You seem...
I desire to... And what influences the gods' decision to... My apologies for allowing me the honor of witnessing... So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro-Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention,
She sounds...
as far as I know, Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the...
Oh? Have you encountered? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right!
If you have no other matters to attend to, very well.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux. We've seen many exciting battles today, and now I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen him, he strikes fear.
Wow!
I'm sure, but today's, as for our other combatant, come on, what could be taking him so long? Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! We've got no other choice.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about that. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with...
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it?
We don't know when it was...
No need to worry. The culprit has only... The vision was the...
Well, I'll stay here and try to offer some
If you would, please come with me.
But...
Come with me. I can...
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the price in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see, shortly.
Leaving so soon. Prepare yourself.
Windblade!
No escape.
This moment will be frozen in time.
I'll protect us. Huh. Huh. Huh.
Cool it! Disappear!
Go, Barb! Oh.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
What's the hurry? Freeze! Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
Nice and spicy!
I got careless. Have a little taste.
Boba, get them! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Eat this! Boba, get them!
Dodge this!
Let the show begin. Oh, yeah, oh, hi.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
the wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision! Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to—
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd. Additionally, in other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing, it appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire.
Fine! Fine! I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was—
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a since there was no— I was convinced I prepared— After all I went through to— I know an empty— Fine.
You know, according— Not to mention, it seems that it would be only—
Whoa, whoa, we don't...
If this is where talking gets me, then forget—
Cool it!
No, no! Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Put down the vision and...
Huh?
What's wrong? It's up to you. Such...
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are.
Huh? Paimon doesn't.
I take no pleasure when people are forced into a corner. That is when they're... But unfortunately, yes. From the moment I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if... I see. No matter. This was
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
All right then, it's time we return. Allow me to gather the...
Huh?
If you're looking for the captain, it seems that the crux, Captain Beidou was... But still...
The one who stole... He knew he stood, in which case...
Huh? If that's...
Paimon thought...
It doesn't matter. As the saying...
Yes, but the voyage... In fact...
Hold on a second.
Let us not forget, suffice it to say... In the meantime...
Paimon believes...
Thank you. One final word...
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. Now that I think...
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? Oh, is that right? The fleet is new. Captain Beidou sent me...
Seems Beidou...
Of course.
So you'll be heading off then? Weather the journey until we meet again.
Oh.
Well, if that's how you feel...
So there's another cap...
Well, I guess it's...
Okay, thanks...
Just following orders.
Ah, you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. We set sail.
Anchors away!
Ahoy there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been though the fleet was fully up to the challenge. The inclement weather is still Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seem...
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you...
No need to worry.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right! Kazuha!
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all.
Fair seas, Captain Beidou! Bye-bye!
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. So we have to play by the rules, even if...
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, you must be new.
Excuse me?
Please provide the information requested and also declare. Currently, only members of the International Trade Association are up. My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to.
Here are their entry papers for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order.
So...
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma, not even on Rito, where they've established. I like how you. Now, let's head over to the Outlander. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Committee.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Take this!
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply.
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million Mora.
2 million? For a processing fee?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as.
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 Mora total.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 Mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes a question of how much. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association...
So it's a trade association?
Yep. Essentially, it's an association to...
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an outlander.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you... After all, the Raiden Shogun... I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's... Okay, I'll give it to you straight.
Really? Wow!
Connections come at a high... In fact, I like to do things in a way that...
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just the head of the association...
Love or freedom? Which one should I choose?
Huh? Hello there. Good.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately.
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity. But in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission?
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on Rito, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to...
Crystal Marrow. What's that?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow... Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the... It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that... But this is a nation... Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do? But Kurisu's the head of the association, and even he hasn't had any luck. Not to mention, we're Outlanders too.
Right. And besides,
I think this may well be the fate they've ordained for us.
Okay. Well, we could try tackling the problem by going to the other party involved.
That vendor... I've actually done...
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything...
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since... If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Got it! We're on the case!
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. Trade secret. Got it?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Kurisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to—
What are we gonna do? There's no talking. Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
I'm the only lifeline they've got. How dare they try and bargain with me?
It's not like I'll get any customers. Which one should I choose?
Feel free to visit the International Trade Association.
Sorry.
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali. A nice blessing now 10% off. I'm not used to it.
It's not like I'll get any
The International Trade Association.
Actually, we're having a...
Oh? Getting you to go fixing things. Oh, that. He used to be a. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving. Yes. Couldn't you tell? That's right. When Inazuma closed to the. The International Trade Association was initially.
So he let...
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that.
Really?
Well then, it sounds like.
What are you doing back here? Just 'cause I got plenty of time on... Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about... Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like... Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so... Xiao Lantern.
This guy has a really...
Leah. Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't... You mean, often I run into folk... Don't...
well, no one's stopped.
They're so resilient. So, I caved. Those people... Alright. I'll tell you the...
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them.
So come on!
It's a scheme by the... They start by overtax. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction. Evidence. You're right. Without conclusive... Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same... As it happens.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him! Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
I need to think about it.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! If you want to taste Mondstadt's great wines, then look no further than Sailing Breeze!
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord.
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Ah,
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line. What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Ah, drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
What could he be doing?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look? Whoa, it's a ledger. Boring! Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile. Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear...
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Huh?
I need a little more time before I'm ready.
Huh.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in and—
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you? Another new
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now—
Huh? Is this true? You've been swindling us!
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we—
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn—
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a... Perhaps that crystal...
Is that it?
Do you have any idea?
And not even...
So that's it?
Come on, Harrison.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping...
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure...
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bit...
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve...
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
Ha! You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. He's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else...
Toma?
Shh, not here. Too many people listen.
Thank you.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami...
You've been keeping your true identity. So, the Yashiro Commission.
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into... I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My...
Seems like she must be...
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted, too. The people of... Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato. Despite the fact that he's the current head, I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn... You're asking the right question. Firstly, you...
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a... Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing... So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your... That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the...
Change the tide of the time?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage, it's just what Miss Kamisato had... With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree... That's an unexpected development. Perhaps... Yes, of course. I completely understand and...
Toma...
Oh, what? Good luck with everything.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Wait! So, did Toma... Oh, darn it! No wonder... As soon as we... What?